welcome back to my channel. I'm Christy Vann with Fantastic Finances, and on this channel I talk about velocity banking a lot. So today we are working with an Air Force active member. He is overseas, so we're just going to take him through the first 6 months just so that he can see what the next 6 months looks like and not overwhelm him and his family with everything that's going to happen to pay off his debt completely, but it will give them an idea of how quickly things are going to move once we start moving in the right direction. There's not going to be any additional income added in. There's no savings added in here. We are only working with his income, the numbers he actually has at this point. And he has a USAA card that we're going to be using as our line of credit. He can transfer in and draw out as needed out of this account, which is beautiful. You also know what happens when we do income transfers into a line of credit. Whatever the amount of payment due on a line of credit is eliminated because that transfer going in wipes that payment out because it does satisfy the amount they are asking for that month. That $225 just became cash flow. So we're going to start with the $17,238 balance because that is our line of credit, and we do need to get that down so that we can start working to pay off the other debt. In month one, his income will go in $36.50. If you notice, I'm doing this bi-weekly because he is paid bi-weekly. I just wanted to make it as simple as possible because when you are busy doing life, working, you don't have time to sit down and figure out what you need to do, so I'm figuring it out for them. I offer a coaching plan for 6 months. I lay it out for you. You get a call once every 2 weeks to discuss what's going on with your finances. Email me anytime with questions. I will update you with a board as our month comes due. So every month you send me your numbers. I send you a board, let you know what's going on with your numbers and if you're on track. So just a note, I have a lot of people asking me about coaching, how I go about that. That is one of my plans. So it is a 6-month plan at $1,300, and that gets you the phone calls every 2 weeks for updates, email anytime you like, and a board once a month. So his bi-weekly income went in at $36.50 month one, bringing his balance down. His expenses will then come out the $53.47. They come out slowly through the month. Then his second check for the month with $36.50 will go into the account, bringing his balance down to $15,285. I'm going to get questions. I did add interest, but it's going to be at the third month. Okay, I did forget it in the first 3, but I've made it up here. So don't send me any emails saying you forgot to add the interest. In month 2, his biweekly income will go in, his expenses will come out, and then the second biweekly check will come into the account, bringing it to $13,332. The third month, the first income for the month will go in, the expenses at $53.47 will come out, and then his second biweekly paycheck will go in at $56.50, bringing that balance down to $11,379. Here's the interest added in. So it's $431 month 1, $382 for month 2, and $334 for month 3. I did that on the highest interest at 30% because I'm not sure what his card is, but I wanted to cover all bases and leave a little room for error. So that interest is probably a little higher than it's going to actually be. So adding the interest in brought his balance up to $12,526. In month 4, a biweekly paycheck goes in. His expenses will come out again, and then the next biweekly paycheck will go in for month 4, bringing his balance to $10,573. I did add the interest this time at $265, and the balance will be $10,838. Now, at the beginning of month 5, he is going to pay off 4 of his debts. We're going to pay off the tires, the furniture, Sam's MasterCard, and Sam's store card. So I have added each total in here, bringing him to a balance of $13,912. He will then make his month 5 biweekly payment of $36.50, bringing it down to $10,262. So since he is going to pay off these 4 debts, of course the payments of $100, $100, $150, and $100 will be added back into our cash flow, right? So now $450 come off of the expenses, and now it's only $48.97 coming out for expenses in month 5. Then the second biweekly paycheck goes in, bringing his balance to $11,509. The interest is then figured at $379 based on the $15,000 balance, and that'll bring his balance back up to $11,888. In month 6, his income for the first biweekly check will go in. The expenses, $48.97, will come out. The second biweekly check at $36.50 will go in, and then the interest is added at $329, bringing the end of 6 months to a balance of $9,814 on his USAA card. Now, that means that by the end of 6 months, he's paid off almost $11,000 in debt. He didn't get another job. His wife didn't get another job. They didn't get frugal and cut expenses. All they did was started putting their money in the accounts that serve them the way they need to be used, where it serves them. Okay? So that's what we're learning here. This is 6 months. Income in, expenses out, pay off bills in a timely manner. Depending on the limit of this card, he could pay off anything he wants to when he wants to in the event he has the credit in the card. But we're going to take it slow for him. Since he doesn't have time to think about bills where he's at right now, we'll think about it for him. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'm excited to do this for our military. I'm just thankful they're out serving. I'll be glad to serve them by helping them to understand their debt and how to quickly get out of it. When he starts approaching the end of the 6 months, we will rerun his numbers again, see where he's actually at, and then see what debt he's going to wipe off next. So thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.